How to schedule meeting in Google Meet from Google Sheets and send meeting alerts on SMS automatically. So assume that you'll have to attend lot of meeting in upcoming days and months, and you have noted down all your meeting details into the spreadsheet. Now you will have to schedule all those meetings in advance into the Google Meet software with the help of Google Calendar, so that whenever the meeting date will arrive, you can directly join that Meet video link directly from the Google Calendar only. And at the same time, you would also want to send the SMS to the attendee informing them about the meeting. Now you have two choices. Either you can manually copy the meeting details, schedule a meeting into the Google Meet and inform the attendee by sending the SMS manually, or you can entirely automate this process that every time the meeting details will be added here, the meetings will be scheduled automatically into the software and the SMS will also get sent automatically to the attendee. So if you also want to automate this process, come with me and I will show you the whole process step by step. So this is my spreadsheet where I'm going to add all the meeting details, and I want, as soon as I'm adding the meeting details here, the meeting should be scheduled automatically into the Google Calendar, so that whenever the date will arrive, I can directly join the meeting from this particular button, and this is how the meeting link will be open up. And I also want to send the meeting details to the same person with whom I'm going to take this meeting via SMS. So how I am going to do that? Well, I'll have to connect to my Google Calendar, Google Spreadsheet and the SMS application with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software via which you can easily connect multiple applications and automate your task. Well, you can also reach here by typing this pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link into my description box. Now, if you are a new user of Pabbly Connect, you will have to sign up for free, where you will also get free tasks every month in your account to test these kinds of amazing automation. I'm already an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so that is why I have clicked on sign in. Then I have clicked on access now, and this is how I have reached to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And after reaching here, you will have to click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and simply provide a name to your workflow, to your automation. So I'm pasting the name as schedule meeting in Google Meet from Google Sheets and send alerts on SMS. Now you will have to click on this blue button, that is create, and then you will find two boxes in front of you. These are actually trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So whenever this happens, do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say, send an email via Gmail application automatically. Well, according to our use case, whenever the meeting details are added into the Google Sheets application, automatically schedule a meeting into the Google Meet application, or let's say into Google Calendar application, and send the same meeting link via Twilio application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. And here I am building an automation in between Google Sheets and Google Calendar and in Google Meet and in Twilio. So that is why the first application I'm going to select here as the Google Sheets, and I want whenever a new or updated spreadsheet row, basically whenever the data is added, a new data is added or the data is updated into the Google Sheets row, this automation should trigger. So that is why I have selected the trigger event, and after that here you can see a webhook URL and few set of instructions. So the idea here is we are going to connect our spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect so that we can capture the details here. And how I'm going to connect it, basically you will have to follow these instructions one by one. Okay, so copy this webhook URL first, and you will have to go to your spreadsheet and click on extension, click on add-ons, click on get add-ons, and here search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. Alright, so I'm searching for the same Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, and after searching for this, you will have to install this particular add-on. Well, this is already installed into my account, so that is why I'm closing it here directly. But make sure whenever you are building the connection with Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, you will have to install this particular add-on, and after that you will have to open your add-on right from here, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, click on initial setup, and now you will find two boxes in front of you. you. Okay, so here exactly you will have to paste the same webhook URL which you have received via Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to do the same, and now it is asking for the trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column, in which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So basically it is asking to provide a column name up to which the data is filled, the automation should trigger. Okay, so here I want that whenever the data is filled up to E column, the data should get sent to Pabbly Connect. So that is why I'm going to add this E column here, and now I'll be clicking on send test, but right now I do not have any data into my sheet, so that is why it is saying no data found in row 2. So firstly I'm going to add the meeting details here, and then I'm going to again click on this button. Okay, for now I'm going to close it, and here I would like to tell you one more very important thing. Whenever you are working with the Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, make sure multiple Google Sheets accounts should not be logged in, or you should work in the incognito window. Okay, I'm repeating this again. Either you should work in the incognito window, or the multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in. Otherwise your Google Sheets will not be connected to Pabbly Connect. It will not send the data to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so here I'm going to add the meeting details. So let's say I'm adding the meeting description as meeting with ABC company for the partnership. Okay, just a random description I'm adding here, and let me correct the spelling. It should be company. All right, now it is asking for the meeting start, meeting end date, the attendee emails, and want to send SMS to attendee. Okay, so here I'm going to add the email address of the attendee. So attendee has the email address as admin@pabblytunes.com. all right, want to send the SMS to attendee? Yes, I would like to send the SMS as well, so I'll be adding yes as value. Meeting will start at and meeting will end at. Well, here you will have to provide the start and end date time in a specific format, because when you are going to send the data to the Google Meet or to the Google Calendar, it will specifically ask you for the UTC format only. So here I'm going to add the data into the UTC format only. Okay, let me even show you that how it is going to ask for the UTC format. So here in front of you I'm going to select this Google Meet as an action step, and now I'm going to connect my Google Meet with the Pabbly Connect by clicking on this button. Okay, simply provide new connections and sign in with Google, and this is how the Google Meet will be connected with Pabbly Connect. Alright, here you can see it is connected, and it is going to ask you the start time and the end time, which is actually required and which should be into the UTC format only. Okay, so how about I directly copy this particular format, and then I'm going to paste the same format here also and here also, and then I'm going to replace these values with the genuine one. Okay, so currently it is 2023 and month is actually 01, and here the date is 10th. Okay, 10th of January. So how about I add 11th of January? T will be the same, and hours, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so I want to schedule the meeting at 9 a.m. in the morning. So that is why I'm going to add the same timing in this particular format only. So I have provided the data. I have provided the date and time into the UTC format for which the Google Meet will be requested. Okay, so that is why I am adding this particular format only. And let us copy the same format here and paste the same here, and in the end date, so let's say I have this meeting for at least of 1 hour, so I'll be adding 10 a.m. as the end date. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. I'll be going back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to copy my webhook URL once again, coming back to Google Sheets, click on extension once again, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks, click on initial setup, and here I'm going to paste the same webhook URL once again, and I'll be adding the trigger column as well once again. Okay, so I have added, and trigger column will be, you tell us, it should be E as the trigger column. Okay, let me correct the same. Alright, now when I'll be clicking on the send test button, you will see the same data will be sent successfully to the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me take you to the Pabbly Connect once again, and here you can see the response has been received automatically and immediately. Let me even show you the details one by one. Here we have the spreadsheet name as all upcoming meetings schedule. Okay, and here you can see it is the same data. Let me click on submit button. Let me close it. Here you can see the setup has been configured successfully. Okay, I have closed it. All upcoming meetings scheduled. All right, it is the same, and here we have the sheet name, the row index, the meetings will start at, the meeting will end at. Here we have the meeting descriptions, the attendee details, and we have all the details. details. So the presence of this data clearly shows that the first step of our automation is working absolutely fine, which was connecting Pabbly Connect and spreadsheet and capturing the data here. Now we are going to send the same data to the Google Meet so that we can schedule a meeting. Okay, and we don't need to manually copy this data and paste it here. We are going to map it, and mapping is very simple in Pabbly Connect. If you will click on these particular fields, you will find the above data here, but currently the data is not showing because we have connected this application in advance. So I'm going to connect it once again with the existing connections only this time, and you will see as soon as I will make the connections, the data will be appear in this drop down only. Okay, now I'll be clicking on this particular field, and here you can see the Google Sheets data has started visible here. Okay, so how I'm going to map this data? Okay, so let's say it is asking for the description, so I'm going to map the description from the data which I have received via Google Sheets. And where is the description of the meeting? Here you can see it is the meeting description, asking for the start date and the end date. So again I'm going to map the same. So let me search for the start date. Here we have the start date. Let me search for the end date as well. Okay, so here I have mapped the end date as well, asking for the attendee emails, going to search directly with the help of @, asking for the request ID. Well, it is asking for the random unique ID for this particular request. Well, nothing could be better than this email ID as the random and the unique one. So I'm going to add the email address here also. Now here I have provided all the details except this calendar. Okay, so whatever the calendars are visible are available into my Google Calendar have started visible here. You can see the Pabbly Connect. All right, and if I show you the drop down, all the calendars are visible here, and I will be selecting this Papcon calendar only. Okay, so let me show you my Google Calendar, and here I have selected this Papcon only. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and I think I have provided all the details except this summary. So just in case if you want to provide the summary as well, you can also introduce one more column into your spreadsheet and provide the summary as well. Okay, for now I am going to add the summary manually. Okay, this is the summary of the meeting. Okay, just a random description. Okay, now you must be thinking that what is the difference in adding the value manually and in adding the value in mapping the value. Okay, so whatever the details you are going to map here will be replaced automatically when the new data will arrive or when this automation will work in real time, and whatever the data you are going to provide manually, that data will remain same. Okay, so that is why mapping plays an important role in this automation, and mapping is important here. Now I'm going to directly clicking on this button, and you will see how the same meeting will be scheduled automatically into my Google Calendar. And remember, we have scheduled this meeting for which particular date? Basically for the 11th of January. So I will take you to my Google Calendar, and here is the 11th of January. Let me open this particular meeting dates. Okay, so here we have the meeting details as January 11, 2:30 to 3:30. Well, why it is showing the 2:30 to 3:30? I'll have to check. Well, I'll have to read the instructions once again. Okay, so it has clearly written into this Google Meet that you will have to provide the date and time into this particular format, and your timing should be into the UTC. Well, I have followed the format correctly, but my timing is not actually into the UTC format. Okay, currently it is into the Indian Standard Time, so I'll have to change this timing into the UTC format, and then I'll have to again remap these start date and the end date. So how I'm going to do that? Well, again, it is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Before your Google Meet action step, you'll have to click on this plus icon, and here we are going to add one more action step as the date and time format of feature. Okay, well, it is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can perform various operations within your dates. Okay, and in the action event you can see several operations are given here, several things are visible here. Okay, and here I am going to select this format date with the time zone. Okay, clicking on connect, and this is how it will be connected immediately, asking for the date. Okay, the enter date to be formatted. Okay, so which particular date I would like to format here? The date which I have received from my Google Sheets. All right, so this is the date I have mapped from format. Well, I have the date into the T and Z format, so I'll be selecting the same To format, again it will be the same, because Google Meet wants the date into this T and Z format only. And finally, into the from time zone, I'll be selecting this Asia Kolkata since I belongs to India, and here into the to time zone I will select this UTC format, which has clearly written into the Google Meet instructions. And here you can see I have the UTC format as the 3:30. Okay, so instead of 9 a.m. I have received this 3:30. Okay, and if you are going to add plus 5:30 hours, you will get 9 a.m. as the timing only. Okay, since we have added this UTC format, UTC timing, so that is why it has provided the timing of before 5:30 hours. And if you're not sure, let me even show you the time calculator. Okay, basically with the help of time calculator we are going to calculate this timing. Okay, I'm just opening a random time calculator from the Google. Okay, and the current timing I have received is 3:30. Okay, so let me add 3:30, 03, okay, 30 and 00, and here I'm going to add plus 5:30. Okay, plus 5:30. Okay, so this is the UTC format, and I'm adding this plus 5:30 to get the actual timing. Clicking on calculate, and you will see I have actually received the 9 as the value. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the concept, and I hope there is no confusion left. Okay, and don't worry, in the Google Calendar it will definitely going to take the timing of 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. only. That is why we are doing all this stuff. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to map this new data into this start date and time. Okay, so I'll have to remove this existing data, and here I have this new timing. All right, again into the, I'm sorry for that, I think I have mapped this start date at the wrong place. Okay, I have mapped it at the end date. Okay, so I'll have to remove this start date, and here I'm going to map the start date as this. Okay, now what should I do with this end date? Well, I'll have to apply this date and time formatter feature once again. Okay, so there is a shortcut to apply the same step once again. Okay, you will simply have to copy this step from this particular button. Here you can see copy step feature has been provided via Pabbly Connect. I'm going to copy the same. All right, and here if you will hover here once again, you will find that it will ask you to paste the step below. Okay, so when I'll be clicking on this particular section, you will see that the same step will be pasted here also. Okay, let me show you. The date and time formatter feature has been pasted here also. Okay, and now instead of this start date, I will map the end date here. Let me search for the end date, and then I'm going to receive the end date timing. Okay, so the settings will be the same. I just need to click on this button, save and send test request, and you will see instead of 3:30 I will get the timing of 4:30. Okay, after of 1 hour. Let me even show you. Here I have added 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. so that is why in this UTC format I have received the 3:30 and the 4:30. Okay, 3:30 and the 4:30. So now I'm going to add this end date also into my Google Meet software. Okay, clicking on that, and just in case if you are getting confused while mapping the data, you can also rename these steps. Okay, so here if you will click on this particular pencil, you will have the option to rename this step. Okay, so how about I map it? How about I change the name as the end date? Okay, not the state but the end date. Okay, so let me copy and click on update. Okay, and in the start date also I am going to rename this particular step so that there will be no confusion. Okay, while mapping the data. Okay, and instead of end I will make it as the start date, clicking on update. All right, so I have changed both the name. Okay, coming back here, and now when I am going to click on this particular button, you will see it is now very easy to map. Okay, in the end date I am going to map this end date as the 4:30, and here also let me cross check, and yes, I have mapped the right and the correct date. Okay, clicking on this button once again, and let us see whether the meeting has been scheduled or not into the Google Calendar at the correct timing. Okay, the status is confirmed. Coming back to my Google Calendar, let me close the existing one, and here you can see the meeting has been scheduled for this 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. That is the reason why we have applied those date and time formatter feature twice in our automation, because we wanted the timing as 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. only, which we have added into our spreadsheet. Okay, so I hope everything is clear to you, and from here exactly now you can join your meeting from this particular button. Now I would also like to also share the meeting details with the person, with this particular attendee. Okay, so how I am going to do that? So coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here I would like to send the SMS. Well, SMS can be sent on the phone number, but I think I forgot to capture the phone number from this particular data. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to introduce one more column here. Okay, so I'll be inserting one more column here. Okay, insert the column left, and as the phone number I'm going to add one more column. Okay, and here I'm adding a random phone number as the dummy number. Okay, so this is just a dummy number, and don't worry, while sending the SMS I will replace this number with the actual number. Okay, I think I have provided the 10 digit number here. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yes, it is the 10 digit number. And now I'll have to recapture this data inside the Pabbly Connect, for which I'll have to click on this recapture webhook response button once again, clicking on yes, and now you can see it is started waiting for the webhook response. And here I'll go back to my spreadsheet, and under this extension Pabbly Connect webhooks, here clicking on initial setup, and now I am going to send the same data once again. Okay, so here I have already added the details. I'm going to directly click on the send test button, and this is how the new data will get sent automatically. Here you can see this time the phone number has also got sent. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and here you can see I have the phone number as well. And now as soon as I am going to refresh this automation, the new data will be visible into my action step only. Okay, so that is why I have refreshed my automation. Now I am going to send this particular now I'm going to send the meeting details via SMS, and for sending the SMS I'm going to use this Twilio application. So firstly I'm going to connect the Twilio application. Before that you'll have to select the action as the send SMS message. Okay, click on connect, click on add new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the SID authorization token, and again the SID. So from where you will get it? Okay, you will have to click on this hyperlink, that is click here. Okay, here you will get the SID by simply providing the verification code which has received on this particular Gmail ID. Okay, so I'll have to provide the same. Alright, so I have provided the verification code, clicking on this verify button, and here you will see how it will provide me the account SID details. Okay, so from the left hand side you will have to click on this API keys and the token section, and here you will find the SID. Okay, so I'm going to copy this SID and pasting at both the places. Alright, and finally for the authorization token you will have to click on this I button. Okay, I have copied the same, pasting it here, and this is how you can connect your SMS application Twilio with the Pabbly Connect. And here I'm using Twilio application for sending the SMS. Let's say you want to send the SMS using some different application, you can also do the same, don't worry about that. Asking for the body of the SMS, so hello. Okay, so here I'm going to add hello, and after that I'm going to map the name of the person. Well, do I have the name of the person? Well, no, I have not added any name. So just in case if you want the name of the person, you can again introduce one more column here and add the name of the person as well. For now I'll go with the email address only. Okay, and assume that the name of the person is the dummy user. Okay, here I am adding this name manually, but make sure when you are creating this automation, and if you want the name to be appear here, you should not add it manually, you will have to map this value. Okay, I'll show you how. Okay, so assume that we have the name as the email address only. Okay, so this is how you will have to map the name. Okay, let me show you. I'll erase my name. Okay, so this is how you will have to map your name. Put a comma here. I'm going to put a comma here, and here are the meeting details. Okay, and here I'm going to add the meeting details as the meeting start date will be, let me search for the same. The meeting start date is here it is. Okay, and this meeting is of 1 hour and the meeting is on, and here I will add the description of the meeting. Okay, here we have the description of the meeting, and the very most important thing is you can join the meeting from this link. Okay, and here that is why we are actually sharing this SMS in order to share the join meeting video link. Okay, and from where I am going to get this particular link, well, I have forgot to tell you that in this particular response, in the response of Google Meet, I have also received the meeting link. Let me show you. In this particular data you will find the meeting link. Where is my Hangout link? Okay, here you can see, and if I am going to open this into a new tab, you can see this is how the meeting link will appear. Okay, so I can join the meeting from my Google Calendar, and the person can join the meeting from this SMS which we are about to send him. Okay, so coming back here, coming down here, and here I'm going to map the meeting link. Let me search for the same, that is with the name Hangout link. Okay, let me also correct this spelling. All right, so hello dash, here are the meeting details. This meeting, here are the meeting details. Okay, and the meeting will start at colon. The meeting is of 1 hour and the meeting is on this, and you can join the meeting from this link. Okay, and a thank you. Okay, let me correct it once again. Okay, thank you. All right, so this is how you can compose your SMS from this particular area. Okay, and it is completely up to you what kind of SMS you would like to share, what kind of details you would like to share. You can map those specific details here. Okay, asking for the sender number, well, this is just my free account, and I'm going to copy this number from here only, which Twilio has provided me as the sender number. Asking for the recipient mobile number, well, here you'll have to notice that number should be into this particular format only. That was the reason why I was trying to add the number along with this particular format, but I think I have forgot to add that particular format. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to map the number first. Okay, and before this number I will add this plus manually. Okay, let me add the plus sign. Okay, and this is how I have provided the correct format of the number. Now I'll be clicking on this button and you will see how the messages will get sent automatically, and here I'm going to also upload, well, the number is unverified. Okay, so of course I'll have to replace this dummy number with the genuine one, so let me do that. All right, so I have provided the genuine one. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will see this time the number, the SMS has got sent. And here I'm also going to upload the screenshot of the SMS so that you can see the same messages has been arrived on my phone. And here you can see it is the same SMS which we have composed in our Twilio action step, and this is how you will get you can actually send the SMS to your attendees. Okay, so now onwards, every time you're going to add the details here, the same detail will get sent, but for that you will have to enable one more very important settings, that is send on event. If you will enable this send on event, now onwards what will happen, every time you're going to add the meeting details into your spreadsheet, the meeting will be scheduled automatically into your Google Calendar, and the details will automatically get sent on the SMS of the person. But make sure that you also take the phone number and the name of the person also, just in case you want to add the name of the person into your SMS body. Okay, and here you can notice that into this F column I have also asked that want to send SMS to attendees. So just in case if you want this automation to work on the instruction basis, okay, so let's say you want that whenever you are adding this yes in this particular column, then only this automation should trigger. Well, for that you will have to apply one more condition inside your automation, that is filter. Okay, so let's say I want this automation to run only when I am adding yes as the value. So how I'm going to do that? So how about we add this condition as the second step only, so that what will happen, if this automation will receive the value as yes, then only it is going to execute the further steps, otherwise it will not execute. And the advantage of adding doing this step here is the next step will not execute if it will get the value as no, and my task consumption will be less. Okay, I'm sorry for that, the task consumption will be lesser in case I'm getting the value as no. Okay, so I'm going to apply the condition with the help of filter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can add several kind of conditions within your automation, within your workflow. And here from this particular Google Sheets data, I'm going to search for that specific column. Where we have that column? Well, I think at the second time when I have captured the data, I have not captured the last column, which was the F. Okay, let me cross check that what column I have provided here into my initial setup. Okay, and yes, here you can see into the trigger column I have specified E column, so that is why it has not captured the value of F. Okay, so what I can do is I can once again capture the response from here. Okay, so click on recapture webhook response button, go back to your extension, go back to Pabbly Connect webhooks initial setup, and here I'll be changing the column from E to F. Okay, so click on F, click on send test, and this time you will see this yes value will also get sent. Let me show you where is the yes value. I'll have to check, and here you can see the yes value has sent. Okay, click on submit, close it, come to Pabbly Connect, and here we have the yes value. Going to refresh this automation so that the new value will be appeared in every action step. Clicking on this plus icon once again, and here I'm going to add the filter once again because I have refreshed this automation, so the step has got removed. Okay, I'm going to search for that specific value. Want to send SMS to attendee should be equal to yes, then only this automation should proceed. And here you will see in the response the condition will be true. Okay, so if the condition is true, then only these steps are going to execute, and if it will get the value as no, the automation will stop working here only, it will not proceed further. So in order to execute this automation, you just need to set this automation inside Pabbly Connect once, and after that you can simply close Pabbly Connect, you can simply close Google Calendar and even the Twilio application, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And just in case if you want to access this automation into your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach my workflow link into the description box so that you can directly access the same workflow into your Pabbly Connect for free. You just need to click on that particular link, sign up for free in the Pabbly Connect, and the same workflow will be cloned into your account. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.